Hello everyone, this is Daryl Guberman, and this is the saga and timeline of the American National Standards Institute and the American National Accrediting Board. They are Boeing's accreditation body. Boeing sits on the board of ANSI-ANAB, the management committee that can grant, suspend, and withdraw certification. They mandate it on their supplier portal, must be ANSI-ANAB or internationally equivalent. In 2002, on their supplier bulletin, it stated that you send in your AS9100 certificate, which is for aerospace, as long as it is ANSI-ANAB accredited, send in your cert, send in your parts, and we don't have to come out to your facility for 22 years. Boeing also did that for special processes, like heat treat, welding, non-destructive testing. And they said, send in your PRI certificate, which is Performance Review Institute, send it in, and we're good to go. That was in April of 2002. In July of 2002, they put out the supplier bulletin, which says, send in your AS9100 certificate, and as long as it's ANSI-ANAB, we're good to go. And also, 7 months prior to both of those coming to fruition, Boeing was going to be having a layoff of 20 to 30,000 employees. We are going to be reading the history of ANSI-ANAB and its shenanigans, along with the American Bar Association, along with the DOJ and DHS and Department of Homeland Security, Department of Justice. They pay a fee to ANSI-ANAB to be on their board. They also financially pay ANSI-ANAB for supplying a service. You find anything wrong with that? There was a gentleman, a Mr. Phil Mattson, $262,000. He is a DHS employee, Department of Homeland Security. That money was called a royalty payment at one time because I hammered away at it, saying they're not paying taxes on this. Why not? They have the Securities and Exchange Commission on there, okay, on ANSI-ANAB's board. So we do this to inform you, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the beginning of this saga. It's a long process. I want to do this because you deserve to know what you're buying into when you're saying, I got to pay to play for Boeing. Boeing, remember, sits on the board of ANSI-ANAB, their accreditation body that grants, suspends, and withdraws certification. The DHS sits there paying ANSI-ANAB fees, okay, to be a member of the accreditation body that Boeing uses. Also, the DOJ sits on ANSI-ANAB paying the fees that Boeing uses, Boeing uses for their accreditation body. On top of that, ANSI is the founder of the International Accreditation Forum, which is in Delaware, okay, incorporated in Delaware. Their sister organization, the International Laboratory Accreditation Cooperation in Australia. ANSI-ANAB are underwriters, which means they take all system and product failures, and they are part and parcel of any sort of lawsuit. I'm going to leave it here. This is going to be considered the introduction to the degradation of our quality, starting with Boeing, starting in aerospace, automotive, electronics, service industries, medical. We've got it all. We have this data. We're going to start reading this. It's called The History and the Timeline of Boeing's Degradation. And I thank you.